Hello! Okay, stop. But what actually happened in crypto this October? Sorry, I meant October. The world's oldest cryptocurrency, the first and the very well versed, the one and only Bitcoin. The OG digital currency hit an all-time high of $67,000 this month. After all the uncertainty we saw in September, October was the exact opposite, at least for a while. To be fair, October is a good month for Bitcoin every year. It's a cyclical thing. The massive surge was followed by a jump in profit booking that led to Bitcoin's value to nosedive to below $60,000 by the end of the month. However, there are people saying that the excitement around Bitcoin is far from over. Analysts expect that $67,000 was only the beginning. It's possible that the cryptocurrency could even hit $168,000 by the end of the year. And while yes, it's true that Bitcoin usually steals the spotlight, there was one other cryptocurrency sneaking its way up the charts to new record highs, Shiba Inu. As the market bathed in red during the last week of October, Shiba Inu's price rallied to beat its primary competitor, Elon Musk's favorite, Dogecoin, and enter the leagues of the top 10 most valuable digital assets in the world. So how did the turnout for Bitcoin come into being? According to analysts, it's because of two primary reasons. One, institutional investors have been gung-ho about Bitcoin, and that means legitimacy and big money. Many use the September dip to pick up Bitcoin on the cheap. And secondly, the first ever US Bitcoin exchange traded fund got listed on the New York Stock Exchange. Not only that, it broke records. ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF saw the second highest inflows ever to go into crypto ETF on day one of its launch. The massive and somewhat otherworldly predictions for Bitcoin come from the fact that this was the first ETF to hit US markets. There are a bunch of other ETFs waiting in line for approval in the US, the world's largest market, and their deadlines, which have all been extended more than once, are all going to come due in November and December, hopefully resulting in another rally. Even Indian exchanges like CoinDCX know that there's a demand for Bitcoin from new age startups and companies looking to diversify their balance sheets. The company launched an over-the-counter desk called CoinDCX OTC Desk specifically for institutional trading in India. According to analysts, the dip in Bitcoin's price is only a speed bump. Every time it hits an all-time high, the rally is followed by a market correction as investors push to liquidate their holdings and cash in the profits. DeFi Disruption. There's Bitcoin and then there's decentralized finance, or DeFi. Bitcoin technically falls into the DeFi universe because it wants to be a medium of exchange, something that you use just like today's rupee or dollar. However, critics argue that since the value of just one Bitcoin is so insanely high, using it the same way as any currency may not be the most convenient. As an investment asset, however, it is a store of value. Point being, while the jury is still out on whether Bitcoin is a currency or an asset or a security, the DeFi space is much bigger than that. And the total value locked in DeFi has never been as high as it is right now. For the noobs out there, decentralized finance is everything from loans to insurance to banking to crowdfunding. If it has anything to do with finance, it's DeFi. Crypto exchanges are DeFi. And DeFi is disrupting the international monetary system as we know it. Migrants using cryptocurrency to send money back to home threatens the likes of Western Union and MoneyGram. Companies like MakerDAO are looking to disrupt stablecoins themselves by creating a cryptocurrency, the DAI, which is backed by other cryptocurrencies having nothing to do with the fiat world at all. Meanwhile, the International Monetary Fund is singing the same tune about cryptoization being a threat to financial stability. Disrupt or be disrupted. The good news is that a lot of companies in the traditional financial space are waking up to the fact that if they don't disrupt themselves, they risk becoming obsolete. MoneyGram, for instance, was initially looking into Ripple's XRP token to solve the problem of remittances being expensive. With Ripple's legal problems in the US, it announced a partnership with Stellar and USDC to try and make the best of the bad situation that it faces. Meanwhile, Facebook, the big bad wolf of the social media world, is in the midst of a major rebranding. It's focusing a lot of its efforts on creating a metaverse. Just like it was able to kick out MySpace, Orkut, or whatever existed before Facebook out of the market, the Mark Zuckerberg-owned enterprise is afraid that it may also face the same fate if it doesn't get out ahead of it. Hence, its own cryptocurrency called Libra, a digital wallet called Novi, a fund for just exploring the creation of a metaverse. Is that scary or awesome? You decide. And that's it for this month. If you like this video and you want to get an update on when the next roundup comes out, please do subscribe to the Business Insider India channel. Now, off you go. Work hard until you feel Bitcoin is cheap.